What's up guys, Dan here. Thanks so much for joining in for today's video. So today's video is super exciting for me because we get to unbox and open up a piece of sim racing equipment that I have been waiting for about a month, and it finally arrived today. This is the latest piece of sim racing equipment from VNM Simulations, and this is their VNM LITE pedals. So before we get too far into this video, I do want to say that they reached out to me about a month ago and asked me if I wanted to take a look at, test, and review these pedals for free, and I said yes, as long as I can be completely open and give an honest review on these pedals like I do anything here. And they said absolutely, that's what we're looking for. I said, well then, you've got the right guy, please send them on. So these were sent to me for free, but no money changed hands, and they have no input on anything I say for this video, the future review video, or any video that I put out, or any opinion that I have on these. It's completely my own. They won't see any of these videos before you guys do, so they have no input on this, but they did send them to me for free, so I just want you to know that. Now, a little backstory on VNM Simulations if you do not know who they are. They have made simulation equipment, sim racing specifically equipment, for a while now. Most notably, or they're most known for their previous set of pedals, which are still available. But they are the VNM standard pedals, and they are a very high-end set of pedals and very expensive. Now, I haven't used them personally. However, I did a bunch of research on them and watched a ton of videos, and across the board, they are highly rated as some of the best sim racing pedals out there on the market that you can get. But again, they are very expensive. So these LITE pedals were very intriguing to me because what they aim to do here is take a lot of the stuff from their normal pedals or their more expensive pedals, but change some items, use some less expensive materials, make them a little bit smaller, and just tweak them a little bit to get them down further into a more affordable price range. And so I think that's really, really cool. And there's not much information on these out there yet, but I've looked into them while I was waiting very impatiently. And so far what I've seen, these seem to be really good and reasonably priced. They're still not going to be cheap pedals for sure. I'm not exactly sure what the final price will be when you can actually purchase these, but if I can find it by the time I release this video, I'll put it on screen now. Just know though, depending on where you are in the world and exchange rates and all that stuff and shipping, of course, it's going to be priced differently to get it to you depending on where you are in the world. But I am super excited. I don't really want to wait any longer to get these opened up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap around the camera. I'm going to get you just a view pointing right down to the box so you can see it as I open it up with me for the very first time. I haven't seen these. It was very hard for me to wait until I got on camera to open these, but I did it, so you're welcome. And now we're going to switch around the camera and we're going to get to checking these out and unboxing them and see what they're all about. So we'll see you in just a second. All right, guys, so I went ahead and took the plastic packaging off of the box, but I have not opened it, so let's get into this. This is the good stuff here. We're going to open this bad boy up and see what we have here. Honestly, I'm not really sure at this point whether they sent me a 2-piece pedal set or if they sent me a 3-piece pedal set. I do not know. And of course, for free, I'll be happy with either. But let's find out what's in the box here. All right, so upon opening, we see that we've got some styrofoam covering, and hopefully up under this bad boy right here, we're going to see something real nice. Ooh, look at this. All right, so we've got some USB cable. I'm assuming that's power and connection cable. First glance here, looks like we've got some tools, some mounting hardware. That's pretty cool. It's not, you don't always get mounting hardware. It looks like these are some different springs, probably for the brakes. So yeah, so this is in fact a 3-piece pedal set, which is very cool. I'm just going to make sure you guys have got a good focus here. All right, so we got some directions manual of how to set it all up. Boy, these things sure are pretty. All right, let's move this out of the way. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was actually talking to the guy through email, and he said that they had made some new stickers for the rigs. He didn't remember if he had put one in my box, but they have. So there it is right there. That's pretty cool. I'll probably put that on the side of my rig. And let's see here. We're going to start out with let's start with the brake. So this is, woo, this thing feels solid. It's in there pretty tight. Woo, man, this is nice. Sorry guys, I'm kind of a little bit lost for words because these are super nice. This is a load cell brake pedal, obviously, which most high-end pedals are. This is actually, let me make sure I'm going to tell you right here, guys. This is a 200 kilogram load cell. So I'm sure this thing has the capability of being pretty daggone stiff. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to, yeah, I can't push that by hand. But yes, it's got a, yep, 200 kilogram load cell. Man, these things, I mean, I'm going to put them on my rig, obviously, but these are so nice. There's no, like, rough edges or anything. These look so freaking nice. These are more like artwork than they are an actual piece of sim racing equipment. So one of the things they did here, guys, to get the price down a little bit, as far as the LITE pedals to their regular pedals, is the regular pedals are made primarily of aluminum. Everything is aluminum. What they've done here is they've made a lot of the construction out of actual steel and then powder coated it. And I really expected this to be pretty heavy, but they're still pretty light. Yet they feel very solid. Wow, these are super nice. Super, super nice. And then here's obviously the cable. Yep, very, very nice. So, of course, I'll know more about this stuff when I get it put on the rig. Nice little emblem right there, a logo. Man, these things are solid. This will certainly be the nicest set of pedals I've ever used, without a doubt. Yep, so these are super, super nice. All right, let's slide this one out of the way here. Before I take out any other pedals, I'm going to take this out. This is kind of interesting right here. So this is the control box, I'm assuming. So you're going to send your USB, your power connection over to the computer, and then the pedals actually plug in here. Hopefully this has got a decent, let me just make sure you can see this here, guys. Yep, just make sure the focus is good. Yeah, so this is the pedal controller box, clutch, brake, throttle, and handbrake, which I don't have. But apparently they do offer a handbrake. A little switch for run and DFU. I will have to look in the directions there and see. Maybe one of these is for updating firmware or something like that. I do not know. We'll get all into that as we start testing it. So that's actually pretty nice. Pretty solid little box. And it looks like you can mount it to your rig somewhere. Keep it nice and tidy. Yep, very nice. All right, let's see here. Woo, man, I know I keep saying this, but these things are like a work of art, man. These are so nice. One thing that I saw mentioned in some other videos before is the clutch and the throttle cable use contactless angle sensors. And I believe, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I believe they're going to be enclosed. That's where the angle sensors are, right there inside this box. And, yep. So, let me see something. So, I believe this is going to be our clutch. Yeah, that's going to be the clutch. And it's got some kind of little mechanism here that almost makes it feel like it's got a bit of a bite point. So, you've got like light pressure, and then it just gives out, almost like an engagement point in a clutch. That actually feels pretty good. Also looks like there may be some adjustment here. Again, I'm going to get more into this stuff once I get it on the rig. One thing I'm noticing too, and I assume, let me pull this brake pedal back here. Yes, it's the same way. So it looks like there is a ton of adjustability on these too. It looks like you can change angle. So you can change like the back of the angle. Oh, and the front too. So front and rear angle. So like this. Then also maybe you can change the tension by sliding this up and down. There's also some up and down movement on the brake or on the pedal itself. These are freaking nice. I mean, I'm kind of lost for words because they're so nice. I'm just going to keep saying this, that it almost looks like a work of art and not necessarily like something you'd put on a sim rig. The nicest pedals I've used so far, guys, are the Fanatic V3s, I think they are. And those are really nice pedals, too. These are going to be more expensive, and they should be because they are way, way nicer. So that's the clutch. You know, it has a nice little give at the bottom to make you feel like there's an engagement point in the clutch. So once I get on the rig and test it, we'll see how realistic or not realistic that feels. So let's slide this one out of the way here. Man, these are so nice. I can't wait to get them mounted. Again, here are some additional elastomers and springs to change the tension on the brake pedal. And then last here is going to be the throttle pedal. Again, another freaking piece of art. These things are massive too, man. These are like legit pedals. Yeah, that's a gas pedal there. So there's, it's kind of light. Just like a medium firmness, but again, it looks like you can change this tension. Also, I guess this angle will also change that stiffness. So there's a lot of things I'm going to have to play with. There'll be a lot of time I have in these messing around and dialing them in and stuff like that, but these are so cool. Super nice, super nice, guys. These are so nice. Cannot wait to get these mounted on the rig. As a matter of fact, I just finished the other day putting my rig together. So these came just in time to get on the rig. And one more time here, we'll move the box out of the way. And let me see. Let me turn these so you guys can see them. Maybe will that work? Yeah, there we go. All right, so gas, brake. I'm just looking at the camera here. That one's not going to stay. All right, so gas, brake, and clutch. These are so freaking nice. Sorry, I'm just fixing the focus again. So I knew these were going to be nice. I did not know they were going to be this nice. You know, typically when someone calls something a LITE pedal, when they use the word LITE, you think it's going to be much less nice, I guess is the way I can put it, than like the standard version. For example, the rig that I just built is a LITE version. So it's missing a lot of the premium features from the full profile rig from the same manufacturer. I'm not getting this impression here with these pedals. I get why they used LITE because, you know, they are smaller. The form is smaller. And you can, let me look at my notes here. I've got some notes. Let me make sure I'm telling you guys. Of course, I'll go way further into detail with all this stuff when I actually do the review and I've got a lot of time invested in this. Okay, so the standard pedals, so not these, the standard pedals, you can get damper kits for at least the gas pedal and the clutch, possibly the brake. I'm not 100% sure right now. These do not work with the damper kits, so that's one thing to note. Another note I've got here is that while a lot of this is steel instead of aluminum, all of the moving parts, so ball bearings, things like that, that is still all aluminum, according to their notes. And let's see, I want to make sure, talked about the 200 kilogram load cell. Yeah, so the note they have here is high quality, high precision controller box using smart control software. So there's going to be a software that I will download. I hope that this is focused. Sorry guys, I am manually focusing this to make sure, to try to make sure you got some good views. So apparently there's some software that goes along with this. This is all new to me, guys. This is the highest end set of pedal that I've ever used. So it's definitely going to be some learning for me. A lot of looking at the directions, a lot of figuring things out. But I'm super excited. Hopefully you can tell that. But as for right now, what I'm noticing right now is that I will use these as pedals, but equally I could just put them up on the shelf and they could be an art piece because they are so freaking nice. That's my first opinion seeing them as I'm pulling them out of the box, is they are freaking phenomenal looking. These are by far the nicest looking and feeling, most professional feeling equipment I've ever had. Ever, period. This is the nicest thing that I've ever had here in studio, period. These are super cool. And I don't think many pedal sets at all come with a 200 kilogram load cell. I think most of the time the highest you see, typically like 80 kilograms is like the normal, and then like 100 is the top end. So the fact that this uses a 200 kilogram load cell is pretty crazy, actually. Matter of fact, I will have to probably, I'm not a big fan of super stiff brakes. So I will probably do some dialing in. Let's see. You know, it's, man, this is so stiff out of the box. Of course, I'm pushing with my hand there, so, you know, pushing with your hand, you're never going to get the same effect that you can with your foot, obviously, but that's a stiff pedal, so I will probably have to loosen that up quite a bit. I know a lot of people like super stiff brake pedals. I don't really. I like to have a lot of linearity, and I like to have some distance to play to really modulate the brake pedal. But these things are awesome, so anyways, guys, that was the unboxing. These things are super cool. I hope you feel the same way. Couple things to note. I did reach out to the guys down there and ask them about availability right now because I wasn't sure when I did the original part of this video. So they are available through U.S. distributors, or through distributors for USA and Canada. They are available right now. Depending on where you are, the price is going to vary. Also, with shipping including, that's going to vary too. So you'll want to find a distributor in your area and see what the price is, because it is going to vary. Right now, they're available in US and Canada. And he told me that very soon the rest of the world will have availability too, but they're just not available yet. Technically, they released last month. So they've been available since last month, definitely in US and Canada. The one place I did see it available right now in the US is Sim Motion. So go check out their website if you want to get a current price. So yeah, this is it, guys. I am going to go over there and get it mounted on my rig and start testing and driving with these things. And once I get some, I'm going to make sure I've got some time in it before I do a full review, because there's a lot going on here. And like I said, these are the craziest set of pedals I've ever had. So I really want to make sure I wrap my head around these before I do an official review, but they will come out. I also may do, before the actual review, a first impression of using them, maybe after a couple days or a week or something like that, and then follow it up with a full review once I've really got it all dialed in. So yeah, these are really cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this unboxing. I hope that it was in focus for you, because I was manually trying to pull the focus here because the autofocus on this camera is not that great. But yeah, hopefully this all worked out, guys. I'm going to end this one here. But thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please click like. Remember to subscribe if you are not subscribed yet. And as always, guys, I'll talk to you in the next video. We will see you guys later.